Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi are starring in one of the year's most talked about films, Wuthering Heights, as the iconic star-crossed lovers Catherine and Heathcliff. But beyond the movie itself, it's their off-screen dynamic that's getting people talking.
I was enamored by her, and I still am.
So let's go over what they've actually said and done, and you can decide for yourself what it all means. Things started during the press tour when Margot described herself as codependent with her co-stars, and said that dynamic formed quickly with Jacob.
I don't know if Emerald told you to do this or you did this, but I remember the first couple of days on set, he would just be like always in the vicinity where I was, but like in a corner, like watching Kathy, and then...
I didn't tell him to do that. I actually had to ask him to leave the story.
Cute story on the surface, but picture it and it's a little creepy. Margot even added that when Jacob wasn't around, she felt unnerved and unmoored, comparing it to a kid without their comfort blanket.
I was like, where is he? And I asked AD, I was like, so Jacob, where is Jacob right now? And they're like, he's just doing a costume change, it's not a big deal. But I found myself so dependent, like codependent kind of, and I don't know if that's like a thing that I'm trying to get into Kathy mode or that's just how I am as an actor, I don't know.
Jacob responded by saying they have mutual obsession.
I think the thing is, if you, regardless of plot or screenplay, if you have the opportunity to share a film set with Margot Robbie, you're going to make sure you're within 5 to 10 meters at all times, watching how she drinks tea, how she eats her food, how she does it, when is it going to slip, when is the thing going to come undone, and it never comes undone.
Can we agree that's a little too weird? Now let's talk about the Valentine's Day story, because this one really fueled the speculation machine. In an interview with Vogue Australia, Margot revealed that while they were filming on Valentine's Day, Jacob, fully in Heathcliff mode, filled her room with roses. Not exactly subtle, right? Jacob also gave her a heartfelt note written from the perspective of his character, along with a little tombstone thing, both symbolic of the film they were creating together. While Margot didn't return the favor, he wasn't hurt, joking, "I felt like I beat you." Margot laughed and replied, "You definitely beat me. Yours was so epic." She added, "I remember thinking on Valentine's Day, oh, he's probably a very good boyfriend because there's a lot of thoughtfulness in this. You did a lot of very thoughtful things. Sure, it's kind of adorable and might even make fans want to ship them, but let's not forget, Margot is literally married and has a child. Wasn't Valentine's Day supposed to be for her and her husband? Yeah, it's pretty weird."
At the studio, we both had a dressing room. Emerald went into our dressing rooms and made a shrine of each other.
Fantastic.
In our dressing rooms.
So
it was
cool.
so unhinged and so hilarious.
But it didn't stop there. Things escalated. Margot returned the energy in a big way, with something seriously dramatic. As a wrap gift, she gave Jacob matching diamond rings, not friendship bracelets, rings. The pieces feature two skeletons embracing, and even include a famous Wuthering Heights quote, "Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same." Well, let's admit it. The symbolism is beautiful, but this is definitely way beyond a professional relationship.
We kiss a lot.
All over,
a lot.
all over the property.
We kissing. You'll kiss everywhere. Yeah. A lot of kissing.
Then came the red carpet moments. Margot has been leaning fully into themed fashion for this press run. And yes, the two have appeared very close and comfortable together in photos, including hand-holding poses that quickly made the rounds online. Some fans see it as real chemistry spilling over from the set. Others aren't convinced and think it's classic film promo theatrics. In fact, many have started calling it a lame publicity stunt, the kind we've seen plenty of before in movies like Anyone But You or The Naked Gun.
Margot is exceptionally easy to work with.
Of course, context matters. Margot is married to her longtime partner and producing collaborator Tom Ackerley, and their company, Lucky Chap Entertainment, is behind the film. So her professional and personal worlds are already tightly connected. The couple even welcomed a baby in late 2024. That's why some fans see all this co-star drama less as a real scandal and more as a carefully staged, character-driven publicity move. Something we've definitely seen before with other film pairings. Now, what do you think? Is there really something going on between Margot and Jacob, or is it all just a PR stunt? And if it is a stunt, do you see it as clever marketing or just lazy promotion? Now, let's travel back and see how the sparks first flew for Margot and Tom. In 2013, Margot Robbie, who was starting to work her way up, was filming Suite Française, Little did she know her future husband was working on the World War II drama as well. Tom Ackerley was part of the movie's crew. One may assume Margot spent her free time mingling with the more famous actors. However, the performer chose to make friends with the crew. Sometime later, The Wolf of Wall Street, in which Robbie had her breakout role, was released. The actress flew to the United Kingdom for the premiere and met with her friends again. They were all so happy to see each other that they decided to move in together.
And I was like, wouldn't it be great if we could just all live in one big house, like one big happy family? And everyone was like, yeah, I'll do it. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. 3 days later, over Skype, we signed a lease and boom, here we are.
In an interview with The Guardian, the I, Tonya star explained that her friends were surprised since she didn't live in London. Her reply was, I don't live anywhere, I'll move. Margot was so sure of her decision that she didn't even see the place before moving in. The home they rented had 3 bedrooms and 7 people. Robbie explained that crew members like assistant directors get paid like shit, so they had to fit a lot of people into a small space. One of those people was Tom. The pair continued to be friends for some time after moving in together. However, Robbie started to develop feelings for the Brit. I was always in love with him, but I thought, oh, he would never love me back, the actress explained to Vogue. She realized that if she didn't tell Tom she liked him, it would end up being weird. Turns out Tom was very much on the same page. Margot described how she felt at that moment, saying, I was like, of course we're together. This makes so much sense, the way nothing has ever made sense before.
My husband is in the Harry Potter movies. I know. I was like, had you told me sooner, we would have been married very quickly.
Margot's feelings were a big surprise for her, not only because Tom was her friend, but also because she used to love being single. The idea of relationships made me want to vomit. And then this crept up on me, she confessed. At first, the couple decided to keep things secret. They didn't want to tell their roommates until they were sure. We weren't really taking it seriously, Robbie confessed, before adding that their mantra at the time was, we're just mates, we're just mates. Despite the couple's best efforts, their roomies eventually found out about their relationship. Margot told The Guardian their flatmates were not happy at first. Everyone was like, no, this is going to ruin our group. Luckily, they accepted the couple's love in the end and no groups were ruined. We bet they all laugh about it now. The lovebirds' relationship got more serious, and they still kept their romance mostly private. Although the couple has had some PDA-filled dates, they don't walk a lot of red carpets or go to many events together. We must say, they are very cute when they do. Being private didn't prevent the pair from being at the center of rumors. In 2016, the idea that Margot and Tom had secretly married started spreading. The pair wasn't even publicly engaged, so what led to these suspicions? Well, Robbie appeared in an airport with a t-shirt that read, Say I Do, Down Under. A few days after the ceremony, Margot gave the world the confirmation it needed. She uploaded a beautiful picture on Instagram where she showed off her wedding ring. The actress has since deleted the account, but the photo is now all over the internet.
I see the engagement ring, but you told Australian Vogue that you only wear it on the weekend, so you're breaking a rule.
Yeah, everyone's freaking out over that. When I'm at work, you can't wear a wedding ring in costume. Like, if your character's not married, it's gonna look really weird if you got a wedding ring on.
The wedding was super secretive. However, we do know the ceremony took place in Byron Bay, located in Robbie's native Australia. The pair was so worried about privacy that they didn't disclose the exact location to their guests. Instead, they were asked to assemble at different locations, where they were taken to the venue by buses. Margot wasn't initially thrilled about marriage, because she thought it just sounded really boring. However, as the actress herself explained to Porter magazine, the right person can change all that. Now, Robbie loves being married. Life got way more fun somehow, she explained. The star also confessed marriage inspires her to become better. I have a responsibility being someone's wife, she added. At the time they got married, Margot and Tom still lived with their friends. One day, their roommates gathered and told them that they just had a wedding, so now they had to live on their own. The Birds of Prey actress confessed to The Guardian that the thought hadn't even occurred to them. We were like, what, just the two of us? That's gonna be weird. At the time, the pair was still working hard to achieve their dreams. They decided to skip their honeymoon to film I, Tonya, a biopic in which she starred, and he was part of the crew. In an interview, the actress recalled that there were times when they were freezing in the Atlanta cold and wondered what they were doing. Following our dream, she said.